Hello, everyone. Hi, team. We're so excited to have another team training, and we have an awesome guest speaker today, Margaret DiMarzio. Hi, Margaret.
Hey there. Hey, everyone.
You guys, Margaret is one of my friends and enrollees and a rock star leader on our team. And she was also she was telling me about this subscription box, some of the things she does to get more subscription boxes and to keep the ones she's got. And I was like, oh girl, I want to learn all these things. So honestly, this training is really her just to teach me. And I guess you guys can listen along too. No, but I'm really excited because she had some really good ideas. And so we can't wait to hear from you, Margaret. But first, I always love to have you share your Color Street journey. I mean, it's been almost 6 years.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
crazy.
So how funny. So I didn't know Kelly. I followed her on Instagram because she was a photographer and I was getting into the photography world, which is kind of like a Color Street world, right? Like all the photographers kind of know each other and follow each other on social media.
Yeah.
And you were posting on people that I was following, and I was like, who's this chick commenting on everybody's stuff? But I loved whatever you were commenting. I loved what you were saying. So of course I went to your profile and I was like, oh, I like her. Followed you and never spoke to you, but just followed your journey. And then you posted a new business opportunity, and I was like, this woman's a serial entrepreneur and I want to know what she's doing. And I reached out. I was like, what can I lose, right? Like, might as well. And that's how our journey began, which is so crazy, but so awesome.
It's
like
been,
the power of social
believe,
media.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. Cause we just met on social media and, and now we get to see each other in person and at trips and all the things. And it's been such a crazy, fun journey, like 6 years. It blows my mind, blows my mind. I've never done anything in 6 years.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's like a big deal. Anyway,
right.
Okay. So first of all, I'm just going to go on a little tangent about the subscription boxes. I feel like the subscription boxes are our most underrated product. Like, I feel like it's something that is so incredible. It's an incredible product for our customers, but it's also an incredible product for our business because of the residual income that it can bring in. And I know many of us want to work smarter, not harder. And the subscription boxes is how you can do that. If you have several subscribers every month and you on the second of the month, like they charge those subscribers, you automatically have income in your pocket. You already automatically have that PV. It's just like you're doing like work on the front end. And then it just continues. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, totally. Right.
And I just think that we sometimes forget about the subscription boxes and about how important, because you don't always see the benefits until the following month. Right. So it's more of like that long game, that like future thinking, but it's one of those things that I think is so powerful. And like, if you really focused and you really pushed hard, you could get a ton of subscribers that is going to make your life a lot easier. And it's just going to make, it's just a way for you to make extra income without doing a ton of extra work every month. So I'm like a huge advocate for the subscription boxes. I actually have been begging Mr. Park for them since, the very beginning. And so I was so happy.
Like if only we had this at the beginning, but still it probably would have we grew so fast that like everything happens at the time period it's supposed to happen, right?
Yeah. But like,
here's another way of thinking about it too, right? So you have your client, like the customer comes in, right, to your funnel, right? So they become a customer. So they do that one like interaction or that one purchase, right? And then it's like, how do you follow up or give that customer like an experience, right? So that they want to like refer you to other people.
Yeah.
think of the subscription box, because that is a true experience that they get to kind
True.
of enjoy, right? And
Yeah.
if you put some time into that and can at least get them on to like one and really kind of show them, like, and show them some much love, I swear they will stick with you. Because I've
Yes.
only had one person leave so far, and it's just because she actually fell in love with the nail strengthener and loves the look of it. So I'm like, well, all right. I mean, I guess
Like,
if you do
that's a
that.
good, okay, that's a
Yeah,
good reason. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, it's just like it's just a powerful tool that we have. And I love what you said. It's like it's a, marketing is all about sort of like helping people remember you. And
Mhm.
if you have a
Yeah.
product that they are going to remember you every time they open it once a month, it's that gift that keeps on giving. It's that experience that they're getting like repeatedly.
Yeah.
And so I love that thought. So let's dive in, Margaret. Will you share some of the things that you do to to get more customers and to keep the ones
Yeah.
that you have when it comes to your subscription box?
Yeah. So when we first started with this, I was like, okay, so we're going to have this box and it's going to come with a lot of nail strips. So how do I get them to open that box right away and put those nail strips on so that they're going to purchase the next one? So I created just a Facebook private group chat. It's like color play. I forget what I called it, my color play peeps or something like that. Right. So now
Uh-huh.
they're all together. So, once I see that that they are going out or being delivered, I'm like, okay, like it looks like, this Friday, like, the boxes are are going to hit somebody's doorstep on this Friday, but don't give it away, but tell us that you got it. Right. So you like just kind of having like that momentum and like, what's going to be
Yeah.
in there? What colors do you think? Because even for like the tropical garden one, like the colors in there, like really kind of match the box. Right. So
True.
like, I was kind of taking the box and being like, okay, well, what do we think? Do we think it's going to be, what colors do we think are going to be in there? So that they're getting excited from me, like, the second when like they have to pay for it until they get it, right? Like
Yeah.
building that excitement because it hits their bank account, right? So they see it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do like that positive, like, all right, now it's go time. Like, can't wait for it to hit the front door. So
Yeah. Wait, pause
I've got the,
really quick. I just have to show you. I'm wearing the
oh yeah,
set from
okay,
the box from this month.
subscription
And
box.
like
Yes.
I combined
Yeah.
two of them and they're so fun.
So
And you're
pretty.
wearing them too?
Yeah, I got the green one on. And then I
Yeah.
just like did like a little negative
So
space there. Yeah, it's totally fun. That's what I love about the box, right? Like you can do so much with it.
fun. Hmm.
So I got everybody on the inside the message chat, and I'm just trying to keep it very active, and I'll even say to them, I don't talk all about Color Street stuff. Like for Mother's Day, I'm like, what does everybody got going on for Mother's Day? Right. Cause I really want to know these people. Like
Yeah.
these are kind of like my hub, and I just feel
Hmm.
like I don't want to just be their Color Street stylist. I want to be their friend.
Yeah.
So I check like what's going on in their lives. Like, if it was like their kid's birthday, I'll write in, oh my gosh, say happy birthday to your daughter, blah, 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 and then everybody was like, oh, happy birthday. How old is she? So they're
Mm.
all trying to get to know each other, but I feel like I'm the one who kind of has to put in the work to like get it going. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
At times it can kind of flatten out. So that was another tip. And then also, I think it was in like January or February, I can't remember which date. I was like, let's have some fun and let's play bingo. So I created this like just little like a bingo board,
Hmm.
and they had all month to do it. Right. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to like look, I think I put it up here somewhere. Where is it? I was going to tell you guys some of the stuff that I have on there, just because I'm sure people are going to want to know. And I think I made it on Canva, so I can always just
Oh, yes.
yeah, put
Please
the link in
share.
there. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So what I did is, so I had like 4 boxes. So it was like 16 things that they had to do, right? And they could get it by going across or down or blackout, right? And I didn't do anything like crazy, guys, for like prizes. Like I have stuff from like Target, and then, you know, accent nails. They actually really love accent nails because then they don't have to open up a whole pack, you know, to try to combo. So I just did very little things, and I just think people like to win things and like to be competitive, right? Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate
just the
it.
satisfaction of winning is like is almost enough.
Right. So of course I had you know, sign up a friend to join the sub box subscription, right? That was one of the bingo things. Because I'm like, how can I get them to do stuff? Right? Because you can ask them, but if it's not fun, they're kind of like, I don't feel like doing that. So I created the bingo board, and it was for them doing all the things. Like, for instance, like posting the sub box, like a picture of them holding the sub box on their personal page. Sometimes I even said, just post it in here, because I'm like, maybe they're not prepared enough to do it on their personal page, but I want to just get them used to taking a picture and posting it. Right. Everybody's at a different level, but I still wanted them to like want to do the bingo board. So I kind of had to be strategic about it. I had them on, you know, follow me on Instagram. So I had like easy things to do as well. You know, just to make it a little bit more fun. I had them post it in my VIP group. I had them post just like their nails. I had who's going to show me like who's going to have the first nail fee from this month's subscription box done, right? Because that way I want them to open it and use it.
Yes.
Right? And I've had a couple of people join from the bingo board. I had 2 people who referred people from the board because they're just go-getters, right? So that was really nice because it's like, that's like a referral program, but I try to do it in like a fun way. But getting them to do stuff for you, right? But doing it fun. Asking for like reviews and testimonials, even if they post it inside your chat, because then you can use it in your VIP group, out on social media, right? So try to think of things that are good for you as well, right? And so I did the bingo one, and then I was like, all right, well, what am I gonna do? I think I skipped a month and then I went on to something else. So then the second one that I did is I called it the like the color play, or I called it a scavenger hunt. And for this one, what I wanted them to do was to get onto the website. So everything was trying to find something on the website. So maybe this one was in March, because I think it was like, find our new catalog online and take a picture and put it in here, right? I talked about like the foundation, like our foundation, right? So like find a foundation that we partner with and post it on your Facebook page, because I don't think a lot of people like realize like we've got all these things going on, like, and we have,
there's a lot,
right? Exactly. You know, find the April host incentive and tell me what it is. Find, you know, like the nail care line and what's your favorite product. Find a lipstick and tell me which one is your favorite. Find why becoming a stylist, or find why something about becoming a stylist, because I wanted them to be able to like read the stuff on the website.
Smart.
Yeah. So just like, you know, I think I put like, find a person to subscribe to the color play box. Was another scavenger hunt thing that they had to do, right? So
go find someone real quick.
Go find someone.
I love it.
Like, who cares? Like, whatever. It's a scavenger hunt, funny, whether they find somebody or not. Even if I read that, I'd be like, oh my God, that's a riot. Like, like whether I find somebody or not, like that was funny. But the whole purpose was to get them onto my website to realize that we do have lipstick and we have a whole bunch of other things that, even though you're getting the box, doesn't mean that there's other things out there that might speak to you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
those were the two things, like those were the two big things that I got and that they absolutely loved and had so much fun with. And I have to
love that
say,
so much.
it's almost like I'm training them to be comfortable with doing things, because now I see, like, when the box comes, they get super excited. One of them posted, like, on their Facebook page, you know, like, if you need a Color Street stylist, like, you need to, like, go through my girl Margaret, right? And that's what we kind of want. We want that, like, referral, because the word of mouth is, like, huge, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Big time, big time. So those are, like, the probably, like, the main tips. And I guess the one other one that I would say to people is, like, if you're, like, you're not sure, like, who to ask, I say ask everyone. Because when this first came out, I downloaded my customer list from the VO, and I just started messaging people. And you know, sometimes you stop and you're like, well, she hasn't purchased in a while, so I don't know, maybe I'll skip over to the next one. And I just decided not to do that, like, just not to take it personal, and just say, no, everybody deserves to at least gain knowledge on this subscription box, and let them make their own informed decision of whether or not this will work for them or not. And one person who purchased from me in April 2020 was the last time she purchased from me, is probably my best subscription box person. So
no way.
Yes.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
I was shocked. And she's the one who's, like, referring me. If you need a Color Street person, blah, blah, blah. Like,
oh my gosh. Love it.
I don't know what happened.
And you could even reach out to, like, past, you know, maybe stylists who are no longer active, or, but I think that's so smart. And even sending out a newsletter, you know, I just think we, like, again, we kind of focus so much on the nails that we, like, forget how powerful the box can be and how helpful it is to our own business. Like, and you know what I love that you got this messenger chat with this group. And for those of you that are like, I don't, you know, for those of you that maybe need an excuse to reach out to someone, you could be like, hey, I'm starting this exclusive message thread just for my subscribers. Wanted to let you know, in case you didn't know we even had a subscription box. You know, I'll be starting the group in, like, the next 48 hours. Here's my link. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be a really good sort of deadline or call to action, to, like, create that group. I'm excited. I don't have a subscription box group, so I'm totally going to do this.
Yeah. And it's fun. And like I said, it's an experience for them. Right. And when people have great experiences, they talk about it. And when they talk about it, that means referrals should start to come in. Right now, it's just like anything. Like, I'm planting all these seeds because I'm really trying to get that relationship with them built very strong. So it might not happen next month or the next month, but who knows what's going to happen in 6 months when it's so super tight, you know?
Yeah. And you know what? I think it's powerful when you have a relationship with someone, you're less likely to cancel, right? When you're like, oh, but I really want to support Margaret. She's my friend. I really like her. I don't want to cancel, you know? But if you're like, if you have zero connection with that person, and it isn't an experience, and, you know, it's not quite, it's a lot easier to cancel. Right. And we don't want people to cancel.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I've only had one cancel. And like I said, she absolutely loves the nail strengthener, and she just likes that look. And I'm like, that's, you know, that's fine, as long as you're still purchasing Color Street.
Yeah. And I love the idea of, like, I think it's fun to do. I mean, honestly, I think people could literally do a bingo card every month, or alternate and do bingo and then a scavenger hunt the next month, and then bingo, and then, you know, those are both, like, really fun games to play with your subscribers.
Yeah. And I was just thinking too, like, you could even do, like, a battleship thing too, like, you know, maybe I'm like, could you do that? I don't know. There's so many different things.
So many ideas. Yes.
Yeah, just almost like think to yourself, let me get creative, let me get fun. Look at the graphics group too, because they have like a ton of games in there, and then just filter it, just like be like, oh, I'll do this for a subscription box,
Mhm, mhm,
because I just think they want to just be involved and be part of something. And if we
mhm,
can create that for them, I mean, like you said, this is like recurring revenue for me. So it's
mhm.
like if I can have $300 hit that, on the second, just think about how I feel. Like I'm like, whew, all right, I already got money on the board, right? It's like how we used to like stomp out the zeros. It's like it's already stomped, like, and
Yes,
it's just
yes.
like with 2 feet, like I'm like ready to go. And it just brings so much more clarity for like my month to just like focus on other things than
Mhm.
just like trying to drive sales. Now it's like, okay, now I can maybe like do a little bit more with enrollment, a little bit more with my team. What else do I want to do with these sub box people, right? So just putting in a little bit of time and trying to get them going. And then, oh God, like, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
like dreaming about having way more. Like,
Yes.
it's like, please.
I want to get way more. Cause I mean, just, well, even think about it. If you guys even get just 7, I think 7 is the number where you would automatically qualify every month. Like
Right.
go for 7, dude.
Yeah.
And like, really, it's that initial work. It's that initial, like maybe personally messaging everyone in your VIP group and
Yeah.
letting them know about, about this chat group that you're about to start. It's that initial work that like pays off in the end because, you know, but it's like, if I could recommend one way you could spend your time this month, I would say focus on that. Like really, really focus on.
Yeah, even if you just did one a day, like one reach out a day for the whole month is 30 reach outs.
Yeah,
Most
that's a
likely
great
you're
idea.
gonna get 30 people. Like create like a little script for yourself that feels good to you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could just copy, paste, here you go. Like don't think so much about it. Just think to yourself, they deserve to know what's out there. Let me give them the information whether it works for them or not. It's not, don't take it personal, but they should be able to be like, hey, like, that's awesome. I didn't realize you guys even had that,
Mm-hmm.
and just allowing them to take that information and make their own decision, I think that's the way that I always think about it. I'm like, if I have something awesome, I just want to make sure that I am clear enough to say, here's what it is. Do you think it'll work for you or not? And then go from there. But it's
Yeah,
worth it. It's so worth it. You
totally.
know?
I mean, like, and if
Yes.
you, even if think about it, like if you got 200 or not 200, sorry, 20 subscription boxes,
Hmm.
which is what I'm going for, then you
Yeah.
could get like, you'd get like 600 PV on the second of the month. How nice would
Yeah.
that be?
Yeah. Enhance commission. It's like,
So
right.
it's so great. Yes.
Especially too, if like you're struggling like with other aspects of like the business, whether it be like parties and stuff like that, then focus, like if you have to pivot and do something else, and
Yes.
this is a great way to like, because it's a qualified party,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
right?
I said the same thing myself. Like, if you don't want to do parties anymore, then hustle and get yourself at least 7 subscribers, you know?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the way to go.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
then so that means that you've got to, and I recommend getting it yourself. Get the subscription box yourself so that you could open it. I love
Yeah.
to do an unboxing. I love to like
Mhm.
post pictures of my nails or make a reel of my nails from the box.
Right.
You want to be, obviously you need to get the box in order to like promote the box.
Mhm.
So start there. You can be your first subscriber and then and
Yes.
then try some of these ideas that Margaret has shared. I love these ideas. I'm totally doing these.
Yeah.
And yeah, love it if you do have a Canva template.
Yeah.
We'd love to borrow that.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Do you want me to just put it like in the Facebook group? I can just,
Yes, that would be
right?
amazing. Oh my
That
gosh,
way
yes.
everybody can just take it and use the template. It's
Sweet.
already done. Don't recreate the wheel.
Sweet.
Just take
Okay,
it
so I want
take it
everyone
and
to
go.
comment and tell me one thing you're going to do to work towards getting just one more box, just try to
Yeah.
get one more box. Or push yourself and try to get at least a minimum of 7, or if you already have 7, try to get 7 more.
Mhm.
You know, just
Yeah.
make a goal. If a goal is a wish, unless it's written down, make a goal of how many subscription boxes you want, and try to like beat your number every month. If you're continuing to at least add one more every month, that's going to add up.
Yeah. Totally.
And then doing these things that Margaret has shared is going to help you like really make that connection with your customers, keep them
Mhm.
subscribing, and grow your business even more. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, Margaret. These are great
You're
ideas.
welcome.
And thanks everyone
Yeah.
for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.